Hello everybody, it's time to cover Sally Fields for the Mandela effect. That's right, always Sally Fields, my entire life and the reality that I existed in. Johnny Carson remembers her as Sally Fields. So don't get me wrong, in this reality she's always been Sally Field. This is who she's always been. Now, don't go thinking that you can just go look something up and say, well, here, look it up. See, this debunks the Mandela effect. That's not how it works, everybody. She's always been Sally Field here. I've always known her as Sally Fields. What does Johnny Carson say?
Rather subtle. Now, later on, a couple months later I think Sally Fields came on the show. A couple months later I think Sally Fields came on the show. Sally Fields came on the show. Sally Fields
what was that,
came
Johnny?
on the show. Sally Fields came on the show.
Okay, Sally Fields came on the show. I think a lot of you heard that. So, Johnny remembers her as Sally Fields. In the Montreal Gazette, there's some reality residue of Sally Fields. 1981. The Lakeland Ledger, Sally Fields, returns triumphant. Right here, Judy Flanner remembers her as Sally Fields. She won the Hearts and an Oscar for her performance. 1979, Daytona Beach Morning Journal. If you're ever driving through Glenwood on North Grand Avenue and see a black, short, fat goat romping around in the yard playing with dogs, don't be alarmed and think someone's goat is loose and in trouble. It's not. It's Sally Fields, the name of the goat. Sally got her name because her family thinks her eyes resemble those of actress Sally Fields. In 1986, Sally Fields and James Garner. Places in the Heart, starring Sally Fields. Lots of reality residue for Sally Fields. Please thumb up this video if you remember Sally Fields, like me and Johnny.
This is Burt Reynolds' girlfriend.
Burt Reynolds' girlfriend.
A couple months later I think Sally Fields came on the show. This is Burt Reynolds' girlfriend.
What did you call her, Johnny?
And it's easy to see why a couple months later I think Sally Fields came on the show.
Okay, Sally
Burt
Fields
Reynolds
came on the show. All right. Okay, I got that, Johnny. Moving along here. This is part one, everyone. There's going to be a part two having to do with Sally Fields. So please thumb this up if she's always been Sally Fields for you. Please thumb down this video if she's always been Sally Field. I'm going to have my other 15 or so voting videos down below. You can check those out. Kit Kat, overwhelmingly, people remember a dash. They existed in a reality where there was a dash. So there is reality changing and there are reality shifts, okay? People don't understand the Mandela effect. A lot of them have been sucked in because of the Bible differences that they don't remember, you know, about eating dung and drinking piss and all that. I don't remember that. Unicorns and all that. I've done a video on the Bible. This is incredible, everyone. I'm not going to let this go. This is incredible. What you're going to see in part two, also very incredible. Let's move along here. What do we have? 1982. See Sally Fields and Burt Reynolds, Jane Fonda, in Blockbuster film, or in Blockbuster Films in your Marcus hotel room. All right, the good old days. 1978. What do we got going on here? Marshall with Sally Fields and Burt Reynolds. Okay, 1979, Burt Reynolds brings it all back home. Well, I'm sure it mentions Sally Fields somewhere here. Well, not going to keep looking for it, but it says Fields. You can trust me on that one. Okay, going all the way back to 1965. We got Sally Fields, the daughter of former actress Margaret Fields. Well, in this reality, she's known as Margaret Field, and this is Sally Field. As time goes on, it's just harder and harder to deny. I mean, Johnny, why does he say Fields? He should know who he's having on his show. You don't just throw an S for fun on The Tonight Show. That's who he knew her as. But there's a lot of old interviews where people all say Sally Field. So this is just very bizarre. But I have a feeling a lot of you are going to agree on this with me. I didn't have a whole lot of people agreeing with me on my video about Debbie Gibson, but there were 40 plus people who remember her singing that song. Maybe in the reality that we have a memory of, she sang that song. So that's it. Part 1 is over with. Please thumb up the video if you remember Sally Fields with an S. But this is very important. The next video, it's very important to look at what I'm about to show you and then look at where it came from. But that's it for now. We'll move on. Look for part 2.